Can you imagine being homeless in 50 degrees below zero? In today's world, there's a large problem that many people take notice, but very few take action. Everyone has come across a homeless person at some point in their lives, and they decided to either help them or walk away. I think we as U.S. citizens should make more of an effort to help the homeless in any way possible. I'm from Chicago, and when I went downtown, it seemed to be like there was a homeless person every other block. I go to school here in Little Rock, and there are many homeless people near the place I go to a lot, such as the grocery stores, fast food restaurants, and gas stations. Today I will persuade you that homelessness is a problem in the United States, and there are many different ways to help in the cause, such as donating, sharing, and volunteering. Homelessness has been steadily decreasing these past few years, but still too many people are living on the streets. Almost 3% of the population is homeless in Chicago, making the city somewhat look bad. Homeless people are affecting how America is portrayed, and since there are homeless people everywhere you go, I feel like we should all come together and help them so it can be a thing of the past. What's broken is that in 2017, there were a total of about 500,000 people homeless. The majority of the homeless population lived in some form of shelter or transitional housing, roughly 360,000 people. Approximately 34% lived in a place not meant for human habitation, such as the streets or abandoned buildings. And single individuals comprise of 66.7% of all people experiencing homelessness, and about 33% were people in families, such as adults and children. There are too many unaccompanied youths in America, let alone Chicago. Throughout America, over 40,000 children and young adults are homeless. I got that from the stateofhomelessness.com. In the 2016 census, there were over 11,000 kids that were unaccompanied, and 2,000 being just students in the city of Chicago. The youth and the veterans share the least amount of homelessness in percentage-wise, but in my eyes, there should be none. To my next point, having homeless people can affect how America is portrayed. We Americans can help by getting these people back on their feet and encouraging the adoption of programs like the ones in Chicago and Fort Worth. This affects everyone that lives in the United States. A proposed budget for next year would include more than $1 million for a pilot program to support homeless Chicagoans living in encampments, as well as those transitioning into public housing. A program called Clean Slate in Fort Worth, Texas, which is ran by city officials, basically just pays the homeless to clean up the streets and make it look a little bit better. That was from DallasNews.com. We should support programs like this because they're the ones that are trying to make a difference in the world. Having a lot of homeless people in big cities can affect the taxpayers. When passing homeless people, you have that guilt because that's another human being not having money and a place to live. People feel obligated to help them and give them money, but many people don't. And some people are just simply too afraid to associate with them because they don't really know what's in their head or what's going through their mind. My teammates and other audience members can help the issue. You know, we all have clothing that may not fit anyone or anymore. We can all come together and donate to Goodwill. We could even give some jackets or blankets to the homeless when it's cold. And we could even drop off some waters when it's 90 plus outside and the sun's beating down on them. On my final point, why will this work? There are homeless people everywhere you go, so if more people contribute to helping them out, the quicker they can get back on their feet. So next time you see someone struggling on the street, take some time out of your day to help them out, because if that were you out there, you want somebody to help you out too. Many people, including myself, are big believers in karma. If more people can participate, such as Hope House, then I feel like the world would be a much better place. This gives the people a place to stay that are experience domestic violence in their lives. There should be more drop-in centers where the homeless can come in for shelter and help them get off the streets. If the wealthy can donate a small portion of their fortune, it will make a huge difference in the world. Permanent supporting housing will only benefit the homeless by helping them lay off drug, alcohol abuse. This will be very beneficial because drug/alcohol abuse might be one of the main reasons they are homeless in the first place. There are other ways to helping them other than giving them money. Many people have pets to help keep them company, and veterinarians have stepped up by offering them free tests and vaccinations. With some people, their pet might be the only type of family they have. So there have been programs that have been helping, that have been forming throughout the years, that have been donating leftover foods and goods, such as the Good Neighbor program. There are also many opportunities to help hungry, such as stocking a food bank to serving hot breakfast. And San Francisco Travel first came up with this idea to help aid others. And these are all examples from 4 CSR programs. In conclusion, after going through all the facts about homelessness, you can now see how big of an issue this is in today's society. Homelessness is a problem that more people should try and help, because it is not humane for people to be out in such critical weather conditions. There are different ways to help limit homelessness by donating, volunteering, and sharing. If we keep taking small steps to helping out the homeless, then more and more people will have jobs and keeping them off the streets. My call to action would be to help make an effort to help the homeless when they approach you, rather than ignoring them saying you have no money. Money is not the only way to help, but donating and volunteering is very beneficial as well. The numbers for homelessness in America have been decreasing in recent years, but it's still a big enough problem where we can't just ignore it and think it'll go away.
Yeah.
Anyone have any questions?
Yeah, I have one. Do you see more homeless people in Chicago or in Little Rock?
I'd say in Chicago, it's a much bigger city. A lot more homeless people are out there.
All right.